Good afternoon. Welcome to the second video on mental health. The lovely Carol and Tracy have asked us to do some stuff for tutorials. This is pretty much the best we can get at the minute. Obviously lacking a bit of face-to-face, but you never know, we might do some live dial-ins and stuff like that over the coming weeks. We've only got about 4 left. So basic tips: eat well, drink less, sleep better. Easier said than done, isn't it, when your fridge is there? In and out of it, you cannot sleep. I know what it's like. I'm not sleeping too great at the minute, but potentially that's down to the granddaughter. So, we'll not blame lockdown totally. Exercise, they do say. Exercise is a good one. Just because, well, like the film Legally Blonde, that's your homework. If you haven't seen it, watch that one when you cannot sleep. Even the lads, it's funny. So when she's up for murder, the defence lawyer says she couldn't have possibly done it because she exercises, and exercise gives you endorphins, and endorphins make you happy, so therefore she didn't kill her husband. So there we go. Haven't spoiled it because that's ridiculous at the beginning. We did a video on taking a break. I'm about to go on a break shortly and go and see Carol for her birthday. But this one primarily is about probably 2 tips in one. Is about talking and asking for help. So first thing, never apologise for your feelings, because your feelings are just natural and you can't apologise for that. You haven't made it be that way, it just is. 1 in 4 people struggle in their life with a mental health issue. Doesn't have to be ongoing. Some people unfortunately have it all their life, other people in and out, sometimes just a one-off. 70% of people, young people, during lockdown are said they're going to be struggling with your mental health issues. Really hope that's not true for you all, because it's not nice. I've been there myself, hence why I'm going to do this video. It's not easy for me to sit here and do it. I'm fidgeting like mad. I can't find my fidget spinner. But it's kind of all about a little bit of resilience as well. Resilience is your ability to bounce back. Sometimes you get knocked down that many times, it's harder to bounce back. Probably my life story, don't get your violins out yet, I don't want sympathy. Just is what it is. My background, come across some people with some questionable ethics, we would just say. Some people are just irritable and argumentative, but they're doing it because they're doing their best. Other people are just awful, sorry. It's just a fact of life. So don't let them get you down. Don't allow them to criticise your imperfections, because that's what makes you you. I'm going to actually do another video on accepting yourself, because that's one of the 10 tips, but if I start with that, I'll go off on a tangent like normal. So we'll do another video later in the week, maybe tomorrow morning when the grandchild's playing. She can be in it and all. 2 seconds, can't do. This homework's hard. Right, what we'll see, in the professions that you are going into, you're definitely going to come across mental health issues. So paramedics, social workers, therapists, nurses, doctors, just care homes, you name it. Shout out to those people who are working in those situations right now. Yeah, epic, well done, legend behaviour, keep it up. Yes. But yeah, you're going to come across this. So, right, this is the bit you want. Deep breath. So, mental health. Me. Not good talking about my feelings, not really. Even though you probably wouldn't think that when I'm in the classroom, because I get paid to talk and I love it. I can talk for fun. I could talk the head off a coin, my dad always said. But how did it start with me? Right, so all of the outside stuff happened, impacts on you, probably just a low mood it started with. Good few weeks of being some of that. They just describe it as sad. Don't know if it's sad, you're just down, like really down all the time. To the point where the doctor probably going to offer you some tablets for depression. I didn't want to take those. I'm not one for tablets if I can help it. It kind of manifested into a bit of anxiety after that, a bit of jittery, a bit of irritable. I mean, I don't know. Me kids said I was proper irritable, bite their heads off, which is awful. I'll never stop saying sorry for that. The shakes, you get the shakes. All of a sudden, it just takes over your body. I don't know if that was when it was borderlining into panic attacks, but your hands, I couldn't take the lids off things. My hands sometimes don't work. I can still go in the shop now, and I don't know if it's because of that, but literally they don't work. I can't get them to function. One of the triggers I knew when I was going to have a panic attack was pins and needles in my hands and my feet. The doctor just says, well, you've got to ground yourself, so touch things, do your senses. Touch things, I'll put my headphones in, music. You might see as well, I look like a Ben walking along the street, just dragging my hand across a wall or something like that. But I don't care what I look like, to be fair. Yeah, so that was a bit of that. Panic attacks are funny. You think that all like hissy fits and all that, they're not. Mine weren't. They were all quiet, so I could hide them better. Didn't be like short. Didn't be half an hour. It could be recurring. You could have loads every day. You can have them in your sleep, which is weird. So yeah, quiet. It's odd because you feel like it's called disassociation, so you feel like you're sitting beside yourself, watching. You can hear, you know what's going on, people are trying to talk to you or whatever, but you just can't function. So it's not ideal. So that kind of went into, me concentration. It's bad anyway, something. Not on, like, if it's a complex subject or something, I'm there, I'm focused, but it probably gets a bit confusing because I have obviously the dyslexia as well, so I don't know what's what, because I'm just learning about that, but I'll talk about that in another video about accepting yourself. I'll put that one on through the week as well. But the concentration, I always go off on one because there's that much buzzing around my head. But this concentration was different. I couldn't function. I couldn't think past what was in front of us. I could go to the shops. I could have a list in my hand. I'd buy half for one tea, half for another, and then just try and disguise it by filling the trolley full of sweets, biscuits, and crisps, which isn't good for the kids. They were loving it, but I got to the point where I didn't want to go out myself because I probably couldn't concentrate. So it's not so bad when you've got 5 kids because one always wants to come with you. You can't go anywhere yourself anyway. Even more so with the grandparents, and if they don't want to actually come, then take the dog. So I was never really on my own. The 2 worst things probably wasn't even the panic attacks, although they're kind of embarrassing if people see them. But again, trying to get over that. My worst thing was probably something called hypervigilance, which only lasted a month or 2, but it was enough to not allow us to drive, which I love driving when you're all stressed. Just go out and stop thinking. But I just couldn't. Everything startled us. So it's winter, it's dark, it's windy, leaves blowing at the car. That was it. I was all over. Like headlights, just a car be passing you, you can see it coming, and then when the lights go past, you just whoa. That's not a nice feeling. Always on edge, constantly, and then that leads you to shake more, where you kind of get the tops off things, or you kind of do stuff. So for a few weeks, I had to stop driving. Yeah. Which it was nice to get back behind the wheel, but I didn't do that until I was not startled in my house. Having 2 dogs, this dog barks at everything. That didn't help. That wasn't good. And got wrong a few times for that. So yeah, the other one is numbing. They call it. I do it all the time. I think I've done that probably a while when I look back. Well, they get you to reflect and stuff. I've probably done that a canny bit. What's bad about that is, yes, you can't feel the bad stuff, but it also, you can't feel the good stuff if that's the case, because you can't pick and choose what you know or what you can feel, or you know what it is. You can't go, oh, I'm gonna go and have a good day, because it doesn't work like that. You just walk around in a daze, I suppose. Some life events have happened and I haven't even thought that about it. I thought that was a good thing. I just thought that was part of the resilience. Like, oh, that's fine, crack on, stay busy. But maybe it was that, I don't know. They've got us doing boxing, and me gloves, for some of that, just to, I don't know, get your feelings out. I don't know. I think they're trying to turn us into Hulk. It's not working. But I do like the boxing. It's good for cardio as well. I've met some good people in that class. There's one lass with the eating disorder, and I mean, I literally did just want to laugh out loud when she started speaking. It sounds awful. But she was on about being, what's the word I want? Amnesic, bulimic. And I was like, is that a thing? And she went, well, I eat loads, but I forget to be sick. And that was it. I was practically on the floor laughing. But I think that's what she wanted, actually. A reaction like that, as opposed to everybody else that was just like, did you really just say that? You can't say that. They talk about self-stigma and giving yourself a hard time. You've got to forgive yourself before you can look for other people to just embrace what it is as well. She gets round her eating disorder by writing down everything she eats, and then she goes to the gym. She calculates it into calories. She goes to the gym and she tries to work it all off. Me personally, I'd be there all day. If I had to do a gym session for lockdown, I really will have to stop eating. So yes, so I'm open to questions from you. I'm not going to start telling you what I've all been through and stuff like that. That's not what it's about. It's about getting back up. It's about having the ability to ask for help. You know you need it. You're not sure what kind. Some things work for some, other things work for other people. But, you know, ask for help and ultimately talk. It might be uncomfortable. I thought this would be worse, actually, than tiring. We'll see what's said. I'm up to doing live stuff. We can have bit chit chats. But keep an eye on the top 10 tips. Obviously, try and do the food, the drink, the exercise. Watch a few films, take a break. But, you know, the important ones for me are the stay connected to people. The don't be too hard on yourself kind of things. So I will be doing, like I say, another video on the accepting yourself. Probably not as long as this one, you know, there's not a lot to accept. Fine, I am who I am, I don't mind that. But yeah, I will do it, and we'll see how we go from there. Please stay safe, please stay engaged. Hopefully, I'm going to see loads of years back in the new academic year, or if not before. We just don't know what the crack is, do we? And we'll see what will be, will be. Okay, see you all later. Ta-ra.